As a child, I was given a beautiful imagination, and I was free to do whatever I wanted to do. But when I became a teen, I was overwhelmed with constant limitations. It didn't make me feel as if I was a fool. From the relatives in my house to the children in school, this darkness had gripped me and transformed me within its gloom. It filled my heart with many negative emotions until the ones for positivity barely had any room. It had silenced my voice and turned me weak. It made me docile and afraid to seek. But now I have grown stronger, and now I am no longer afraid to speak. I wanted to learn about what that poem was really about. Was about fear. Because a lot of people, because as children, one thing I realized when I was a child, when I was a youngin', was I ain't really, I used to walk up to kids and be like, hey, what's your name? I never had no fear, no social anxiety, no nothing. It was so easy for me to really kind of socialize and make new friends and, talk to more people and really kind of, be me and stuff like that. And as I got older and I got more in tune with how the world is and everything, my vibration, everything was brought lower, and I started operating under fear. It was so many things that I had robbed myself from that I let fear take from me. And, the Bible says that Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And the way he does that is by fear. One of the ways Satan does that, steal and robs things from you, is through fear. He puts fear in your heart. Fear of you being judged, fear of this happening, fear of something happening, and making you overthink the situation and causing it to be taken from you. And as children, we're born with wild imaginations. We're able to create, look at, and fantasize about anything possible. And he uses our imagination. What I learned is that Satan uses our imagination against us and have us imagine things that aren't real. And my experience, fear has held me back from a lot of things. It robbed me of my own personal joy, peace, and of me really going out, being a person, going out, having friends and everything. And I allowed myself to be isolated by fear. And I really made this really just tell people, like, the first step of you becoming a better person is you getting out of fear. Because once you realize that you don't really have enough time on this earth to be kind of worried about how other people think. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, but it hits so deep. It's so deep with it. Like, it's just deep. Life is not really as long. My bad. Life is not long enough for you to be worried about how people feel about you. Like me, I used to be I was afraid to speak up for myself sometimes because I was always afraid of the reaction that would come from it. So sometimes I'll let people, do stuff to me. Now I ain't talking about no, I'll let people like slam me in a locker or something. But and sometimes I wouldn't do nothing about it. And sometimes I used to take it as me being the bigger person, but inwardly, I knew it wasn't because I was trying to be the bigger person. It's because I was afraid of how I should react to it, how they'll react from my reaction to it. So I always silence myself in that way. But my advice to men like me that's really out trying to seek something, that's trying to be something better and trying to be better in themselves and really trying to be actually happy in the moment. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a nigga that don't smile. I don't smile at all, bro. Like, niggas who really know me in person, nigga, I be looking like it used to be so hard for me to genuinely smile like this. Like, dude, I used to not smile at all. And why? Because I was afraid because people would judge me for my teeth. You see how my gap is? But once you embrace yourself and you have no fears in your flaws and everything, you accept your flaws, accept who you are, that's how you really actually become happy. Stay happy.
Okay. Hey, limited edition, bro. We got the Devon Force 4s, bro. Ain't that right?